Hawaii, a remote chain of islands rising from the heart of the Pacific. A place where cultures, landscapes, and legends weave into something almost unreal. When people imagine paradise, they imagine this: turquoise waters, volcanic mountains, flowers blooming in impossible colors, and a spirit of life unlike anywhere else on Earth. But behind the postcard beauty lies a deeper story, one shaped by nature's power, ancient traditions, and the unique identity of one of America's most extraordinary states. Today, we explore three symbols that define the Hawaiian spirit: the yellow hibiscus, the hula skirt, and the mighty volcano Kilauea. Before we begin, if you enjoy deep stories about geography, history, and the mysteries of our world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 5W Explore. Your support helps us bring more hidden stories from every corner of the planet. The yellow hibiscus, Hawaii's golden emblem. The yellow hibiscus, known locally as Pua aloalo, is more than just a flower. It is Hawaii's official state flower, a symbol chosen carefully to represent the island's rare beauty and delicate uniqueness. Unlike many hibiscus varieties found around the world, the Hawaiian yellow hibiscus grows only here, native, endemic, and deeply tied to the island's identity. Its petals glow with a bright, vibrant yellow, like the color of sunlight rising over the Pacific each morning. But the flower is also fragile. Today, many natural populations of the yellow hibiscus are endangered, threatened by habitat loss and invasive species. In a way, its struggle mirrors the story of Hawaii itself, a place shaped by outside influences but fighting to preserve its roots, culture, and traditions. The yellow hibiscus also carries cultural meaning. In ancient times, certain colors of the hibiscus were associated with Hawaiian royalty and were used in leis presented to chiefs or honored guests. Even today, locals wear hibiscus flowers behind the ear, a simple gesture but rich in symbolism. Worn on the left, it signifies one is in a relationship. Worn on the right, it means one is single. On the islands, flowers are not just decorations. They are messages, traditions, and stories carried on the breeze. The hula, more than a dance. When most people think of Hawaii, they picture hula dancers wearing grass skirts and moving gracefully to the sound of ukuleles. But the hula is far more ancient, far more profound than the tourist shows might suggest. Hula is a storytelling art. Every movement, every hand gesture, every sway of the hips, every bend of the knees, carries meaning. It can speak of love, of storms, of gods, of the ocean, or of battles long past. Before the written word existed in Hawaii, hula was a living library. There are two major forms. Hula kahiko, the ancient style, performed to chants and traditional drums. It is powerful, intense, ceremonial, something sacred. And hula awana, the modern style, influenced by Western melodies and instruments like the ukulele. It is softer, more fluid, often performed at luau's or cultural celebrations. The well-known hula skirt, often made of tea leaves or grasses, is actually part of a wider tradition of Hawaiian clothing used in ceremonies and storytelling. Historically, dancers didn't wear coconut bras or bright synthetic skirts. Those were added later for tourism. Authentic hula attire depends on the story being told. Flowing pau skirts for women, malo cloth wraps for men, and adornments of flowers, leaves, and shells, each carrying spiritual significance. For Hawaiians, hula is not entertainment, it is identity. It survived colonial suppression, Christian bans, and cultural loss. Today, it has returned stronger than ever, taught in schools, performed in festivals, and passed down through generations. In every hula dancer, Hawaii's heartbeat continues. Kilauea, the volcano that shapes the islands. If the yellow hibiscus represents the delicate side of Hawaii, then Kilauea represents its raw, elemental power. Kilauea is one of the most active volcanoes on Earth. For centuries, it has erupted almost continuously, reshaping the island of Hawaii, building new land, destroying old landscapes, and reminding everyone who lives here that the islands themselves are alive. According to Hawaiian mythology, Kilauea is the home of Pele, the goddess of fire and creation. Her presence explains the unpredictability, beauty, and danger of the volcano. When lava flows into the sea, creating new coastlines, locals say Pele is giving birth to land. When homes or forests are consumed by fire, they say she is reclaiming what belongs to her. Kilauea's eruptions have been dramatic. The 2018 eruption sent lava fountains hundreds of feet into the air and covered entire neighborhoods. Thousands were forced to evacuate as molten rivers carved through forests and highways. Roads disappeared, farmlands vanished, and yet, out of the destruction, new land emerged. Land that didn't exist before. Volcanologists sometimes describe Hawaii as the youngest place on Earth. Because as long as Kilauea erupts, the islands continue to grow. Life and destruction exist side by side. It is a landscape where nature is not just beautiful, but powerful and deeply respected. A place where stories bloom from land and culture. When we bring these three symbols together, the yellow hibiscus, the hula, and Kilauea, we see a portrait of Hawaii that goes deeper than tourism brochures. The hibiscus teaches us about the island's fragility and resilience. The hula teaches us about culture, identity, and the stories that survive through generations. Kilauea teaches us about creation, destruction, and the unstoppable forces that shape this archipelago. Hawaii is not only paradise. It is a place of history, myth, struggle, and renewal. A place where traditions bloom like the yellow hibiscus, where the hula keeps ancient knowledge alive, and where the earth itself continues to rise from the ocean bottom. This is Hawaii, alive, sacred, and unforgettable. If this journey through Hawaii, its golden hibiscus, its sacred hula, and the fire of Kilauea brought you new perspectives, please share this video so more people can discover the hidden stories of our world. And don't forget to subscribe to 5W Explore for more documentaries filled with history, mystery, and places where nature and culture intertwine. Thank you for watching.